Welcome back, friends. In the last video we have seen how to read a balance sheet. So in this video we will see about cash flow and then we will see about decoding a balance sheet. So what a cash flow statement tells us is that where the money is coming from and to where it is going. So cash flow statement identifies increase or decrease in the amount of a money a business generated or consumed in a given period. The primary purpose of a statement of cash flow is to provide information about cash receipts, cash payments, and the net change in cash resulting operating, investing, and financing activities. Cash flow is derived from income statement and balance sheet. It simply tells us where the money is coming from and to where it is going. So, cash flow statement has three parts. The one which is cash flow from operating activities, the second which is cash flows from investing activities, and the third cash flows from financing activities. Cash flow from operating activities includes the cash used or provided by company's normal operations. It shows the company's ability to generate consistent positive cash flow from operations. If we take Sequent Scientific, it is in the business of selling APIs and FDFs. So the money which they generate by selling APIs and FDFs will be coming under the cash flow from operating activities. It includes interest payments, salary and wages to the employees, rent payments, income tax, and receipt from sales of goods and services, etc. will be coming under this. The next, cash flow from investing activities. It includes the cash used or provided by company to purchase or sale of income producing assets, and if a company tries to buy some other company or it gives loans to some others will be coming under this category. So the loan made to vendors or received from customers, purchase or sale of assets, any payments related to mergers and acquisitions will be coming under the investing activities. And the next, cash flows from financing activities. This section measures the flow of cash between a company and its owners and creditors. So if a company have negative numbers in financing activities, it means the company is serving a debt or the company is paying dividends to its stakeholders. It includes sources of cash from investors or banks, cash paid to shareholders, payments of dividends, payments of stock repurchases, repayment of debts. All this will be coming under the financing activities. Here is the consolidated statement of cash flows, and here again the same, all amounts are in millions. So as I have said, cash flow is derived from income statement and balance sheet. So here we can see all the subcategories like depreciation and amortization expenses, allowances, finance cost, interest income. These things are already discussed in income statement and balance sheet. So we will be hovering through the main headings like cash flow from operating activities, etc., because all the other things have been discussed earlier. So we will see from first cash flows from operating activities, which is by selling FDFs and formulations. The operating profit before working capital changes is 1854.81, and the net change in working capital is 582.97. So by removing this 582.97 from 1854.81, we'll be getting cash generated from operations, that is 1271.84, and by removing the taxes we'll be getting 1153.3, which is A. So the next, cash flow from investing activities. So the net cash used in investing activities is 722.7, which is B. And cash flow from financing activities, which is by repaying the loan amount or getting the loan, dividend payment, etc., will be coming under this. So the net cash used in financing activities is 427.53, which is C. So here we can see some figures are in brackets, some are not in brackets. So the figures which are not in brackets are the cash that is coming into the company, and the figures in the bracket are the cash flowing out of the company. So to calculate the net cash which is generated, we have to take the algebraic sum of all these three things like A, B and C, which is we'll be removing 722.7, which is in bracket from 1153.3, and then removing 427.53. So we'll be getting a result of 3.07. So the net cash which is generated by this company in this year is 3.07, that is 30 lakhs. It doesn't mean the company has gained a profit of 30 lakhs in this year. They have invested some amount and they have repaid the loans, etc. All these things they have done. So the remaining cash which they have left in this year is 30 lakhs. Sometimes the cash flow will be positive and sometimes it is negative. It doesn't mean the company is not performing well. So cash flow statement is the only thing which we have to see whether the cash is coming from where and where it is going. That is the purpose of cash flow statement. To see the performance of the company, we'll be seeing income statement, and to see the assets, we'll be seeing the balance sheet. To conclude this statement, we can tell that this company has repaid its loans and invested in some other companies by seeing this statement, because the cash in the investing activities we can see they have purchased some investments which is 390.07, which is a huge amount in this, and also purchase of property and equipment. In the financing activities, they have repaid the loan amount of 330.52, which is also a good sign, and also they have paid the dividend which is 48.56. So these are the things which we have to observe in the cash flow statement. So the income statement balance sheet can be manipulated, but cash flow cannot be manipulated. So that is also one of the reason that we will be seeing the cash flow statement. So next we will see how to decode a balance sheet. Here is the balance sheet which we have seen in the previous video. So the things which we have to observe in the balance sheet is whether the assets are increasing or not and liabilities are decreasing, which is a good sign. Also we have to see that whether the current assets are more than current liabilities, which means that whether the company is able to meet its liabilities by converting the assets into cash, which is current assets. So that is also the one of the main thing which we have to see. And also the borrowings, whether they are decreasing the borrowings from previous year or increasing. If they are increasing, they should be used for the good purpose. Then the trade receivables, which they have to receive from their clients or customers, it should be decreased. And then investments, it should increase. And we should also see that borrowing should be decreasing, because if the borrowings are decreased, so the expense in the income statement will be decreased, so as the profit will increase. So which is one of the main key things to increase the net profit. Also the inventories part. So inventories part are the things like the previous stock, APIs and FDs which they have stored by the previous year. So these are the some things which we have to see in the balance sheet. So we have seen the income statement, balance sheet and cash flow statement. So there are thousands of companies in stock market. We cannot just go through every companies and see the financial results and all these things, which will be taking a lot of time. So in order to keep it simple, there are financial ratios which are derived from these three statements, which we will be seeing in the upcoming videos. By the help of financial ratios, we can filter out some thousands of stocks to hundreds or tens by using a screener that we will be seeing in the upcoming videos. Thanks a lot for watching the videos. Please do like the video and subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot.